Hello everyone, this is Joanna. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm taking a bunch of little die cuts and I'm trying to create an effect of a background die. I don't have a lot of background dies, especially the elaborate ones, so I figured that this would be a great opportunity for me to play with my little die cuts and see if I can create a card that somewhat resembles of a background die cut. And for that I'm using my Monthly Hero March 2019 stamp set, and I am using a heavy cardstock. This one is 140 pound mixed media. You don't have to go as far as that, maybe something a bit lighter, but if you are going to use regular cardstock, it makes a huge difference. You are going to get something very, very flimsy. So I say go with the heavy cardstock and you're really going to love the card. There's a substance to it. So grab a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of white cardstock that is scored at 5 1/2. So this is going to be our front. I'm grabbing the die cut, the underwater aquarium die cut, and I'm going to place it right in the very corner, like as far in the corner as I possibly can go. And for that is I really want to have as much paper showing at the bottom and to the left, because it's really going to add substance to the card and it's going to make it sturdy. So with that in place, run it through the die cut machine. Now once you run it through the die cut machine, and there you go, you are going to have the whole card, and I just cut off the parts, the couple of parts that I didn't like, or rather the couple of parts that I wasn't going to use, which are these cards, the top section. And I also, what I did was, at the same time, I went ahead and I sponged the inside of the card. And to me, the sponging needs to be done before we start placing all the little pieces on, because you kind of want to get a concept of what colors are going to fit in the card. So I sponged it. I used the 2 colors in the set that come with the set, and they are also water active, just like the stress oxides. So now, because this wants to come up, I am going to use the magnets, and I'm going to place the magnets down to hold this down. And now I'm going to start placing the little die cuts. Now, if you want to see how I cut my little die cuts in a very fast way, I'm going to attach a link to my video in the description of this video. So I have all those little pieces, and I'm going to start off by just placing them in a strategic way, meaning we have to make sure that they all touch each other somehow. And you kind of want to start working from the outside in. So I already have this one, this yellow, so I don't want another yellow one, so I'll put this red here. And also I want the greeting to show, so I want to leave the space for the greeting. You could just go ahead and fill up the whole entire card with it, but I'm not doing that. I want the greeting to show, and some of the background fish as well. So having said that, let's get working on that. So I've already placed that. Let's put some maybe a castle here, and each and every piece is going to be holding on to something. I have this little guy here. He's pretty good. I'm going to put him here. I'm kind of going off my the sample that I have, but you know, it's not always going to work. So okay, we're going to attach Okay, what should we do here? Let's attach this guy to both of these, and I can put my crab. Well, actually I'll show you something with the crab later, but let's attach these to, actually let's scoot these over so we can attach all three of those together. There. So just start placing them and have fun with it. Just anywhere you can think of. Just start adding them. We want the bigger ones a little bit closer together, like that. All right. Gosh, there's so many different options. Sometimes it's like, it's too many options. I'm going to put my little sea urchin right here. He can hang on to everybody right there. And then after we put them, after we place them, we can go ahead and finish putting the rest. After you'll actually let me do this first. I think I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Okay, so this is the main part of it. Okay, these are the main players in the whole thing. We are going to add to it, but these guys, if we're going to hold them together, they will create this really cool background effect. Now I'm grabbing the press and seal. I am going to place it on top, and I want to make sure that it attaches to all my little pieces, including this white frame. So now I'm going to just push the magnet off, one magnet off, the other magnet off. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so there you go. So they are still attached by the press and seal, and now I'm going to grab my glue, the needle nose glue, and I'm going to go in and start attaching them to each other. See, I'm going to put that. I see that this little guy is attached to the frame. He's also attached to the leaf. Now he's attached to this guy here, so he's actually holding this little guy there. You just keep on going and you just start adding glue. Now, not too fond of the glue that I'm using really, but that's the only glue that I have. This glue just for some reason just doesn't have that instant bonding effect. So we're gonna have to wait a few minutes for it to dry, but what I like about this glue is that it has the needle nose, so it just, for this purpose, for this application, it's perfect. And you're going to see when we're going to flip it over that I have missed probably a gazillion different pieces. I'm going to use this little guy here to lift it just a tiny bit to add the glue in there. But you can always, once you flip it, you can go back and you can add glue to that. Yeah, that thing is just not, it's not the instant bonding thing, and I'm not sure how much I really like it, but we'll make it work. Okay, and now these guys are connected too. Sorry for the hand in there. Okay. So, I think for the most part, we are good here. Now I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes before I'll pull it off and continue working on it. So now, what we can do while we are waiting for it to set, for the glue to set, let's go and give it a little spray here. Take the scrap paper Okay, let's give it a spray. Okay, there you go. And we can actually go ahead and stamp the greeting. Let's stamp the greeting. In the corner, since we left all the space for it, we're gonna do happy birthday fishes. So I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. Black ink alert. Uh-oh. No black ink. Well then, if we don't have black ink, we don't have black ink. We're just going to use a different ink. Oh, I got it. I got it. It just took a little side trip. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to do it one more time just because we can. And we are going to stamp our little fishes. And the way, what I did with them is, since we are playing with 2 different colors, I'm going to do this one here and this one here. Actually, let's do it here, just like that. Since we are playing with 2 different colors, I am going to stamp them first in the dark blue, or in the blue that came with the set, and I'm going to go over with that little aquamarine color that came with it as well. So there's the blue. The mix actually comes out pretty nice of the 2 colors. Okay, let's do one more time so it's solid, nice impression. And you can do it when you have the stamping platform, you sure can. Okay, that's good enough for me. So let's go and check on the front of a card and see what we can fix, what we can add, and so on and so forth. Well, you can see that my little guy here didn't get any of the glue, which is fine. I can attach him right here, right now. And this little guy is sticking out here at the bottom, so let me get rid of that right away, because that's going to be annoying to look at. So, let's go and finish things up here. Well, first of all, when I was cutting out, for some reason, this part right here never wants to cut out, and I don't want to fight with it every single time that I die cut it. So I'm just going to grab some double-sided tape, and I'm going to put my crab in there. And guess I forgot to get my double-sided tape ready. So there you go. There's the double-sided tape. I'm going to put it right on the part that did not die cut, so now you cannot even see that was not die cut. Now we're going to take our sea urchin. I'm going to attach it right there. You know what, actually I take that back. I'm going to pop him out too. I don't know why I'm even putting glue on it. Double-sided tape, foam tape. I'm going to get some nice... Yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right there. Okay, there you go. And now we can see what are we missing, what's not attached, and so on and so forth. So, for the time being, I see that these guys are not attached. So I'm going to go in. They're attached to each other, but they are not attached to our frame. So we're gonna attach them. I'm gonna put a scrap paper right here because I don't want the glue to get on it. And besides that, okay, I can put a little bit of glue right there. Gosh, I like this white glue so much better. There. And besides that, what else? Where can I attach? Okay, there it is. We can attach these guys a little bit. And now I can also go ahead and start adding the little fishingies on the side. For example, we can put one here. There's one swimming, let's see, right here. We can put one in here too. And you can start decorating as much as you want. But you can see that it's becoming much sturdy now that the glue is drying. You have your greeting showing. You can go and add your little watermarks. And for the watermarks, I love using the Nuvo ones. And this color actually is almost like completely clear. It shows as blue, but when you put on the paper, there's very little blue in it. But I think it's just very, very neat. So you can add the little bubbles everywhere. That always adds a very cool touch to your card. Now, I wanted to show you that if you want, you can go ahead and start coloring and color all those pieces right here to all the, you know, I colored these pink and green and so on and so forth. But I thought that it was just way too much color on the card, and I decided I opted not to do that this time around. So, there you go. Here is your card. I hope you guys enjoy it and give it a try. Until next time, my friends. Ta-ta!